from the nine, and actually at the club, it seems that a lot of your attacking players, the likes of Oban, Lacazette, even Martinelli, kind of prefer to be out wide rather than playing at what we traditionally think is a number 9 role.
I think with Lacazette a little bit different. I think Lacazette is more comfortable playing there. Oba has played in both positions through his career. I think the formation that you played allows him more freedom and attack certain spaces more often, and the defensive duty changes a lot in one formation or the other as well, and it's something to consider depending on the players that you play alongside him.
If I'd have been sat here a year ago with you, obviously not possible, if I had, and said that you're probably going to leave Kieran Tierney on the bench even though he's fit, you'd have thought I was mad because he was one of your best defender. At the moment, though, he's struggling to get in the left back because of the form of Tavares. How much has that been a real boost to you this season? You've now got competition so that one of your best players can't even get in the team.
Well, that's the level that we want to achieve. That in every position we have players that they can perform at the highest level and they can complement each other by giving you different qualities as well. Last year when we had the issue with Kieran, when he was out for a while as well, we have to invent and prepare players in that position, and that's something that obviously we want to eradicate as much as possible. And that's why we made the decisions that we made in the summer to try to fulfill the gaps that we have and make the team stronger. It's only about that. And Kieran hasn't played in a lot of games because he was still injured, and in others because once Nuno played and he played well as well, I think he deserves the chance to continue playing.
The last one from me, I mean, you look at United's forward players, Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, Cristiano Ronaldo. There's no way they should be having the poor season that they're having. Has it surprised you even, the fact that they haven't clicked and they're struggling, they've had to change a manager and they've had all the problems that they've had?
Well, it shows as well the competition and the league that we are involved, that any team can cause you problems, that is not as simple as putting names and numbers in there. That is much more than that. And undoubtedly the quality that they have, and you haven't mentioned another 3 or 4 of them that they can play in that position. It's incredible, and that's why that club has been so successful as well.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ian. George, from behind?
Hi, Mikel. Set some really good results this season. Is there kind of one thing missing at the minute that win away to one of the so-called top 6 clubs?
Well, it is because we lost against City and we lost against Liverpool. It's true that we beat Leicester. That has been one of the teams in that range in recent years. But obviously, that's what we want, to go to any ground and have the confidence to go to any ground against the top teams and beat them.
You mentioned it, last season. I guess from an point of view, is doing that on a consistent basis.
Absolutely. And that's what we have to try to do. And it's not about doing it once. I think when we won last year, Arsenal didn't win there for 17 years. So obviously that cannot happen if we want to be at the top level.
It's funny, in terms of Ralph Rangnick, mentioned people that that's working. I believe Mertesacker worked a little while ago. Have you spoken to this week about what sort of?
We try to gather information to understand more as well what we expect. We don't know. We didn't really know he was going to be sitting in the bench. He was taking training sessions. So in terms of the preparation, it was a little bit trickier than usual because you don't really know the influence that the new coach is going to have.
Cheers, George. Nick, at the back.
Mikel, nice to see you again. You mentioned the kind of possibly fail of an injury he builds up to. Are you the same that you might need to rest him and then also Rowe as well? They've played a lot of games, they're young. Do you like to rest him if possible?
Well, we're not going to risk our players if we believe that that can go obviously against us. Then with an injury mean that he had to leave the pitch, and when someone has to leave the pitch, I believe that he's injured. If not, he was willing to continue. That injury can be 24 hours, 72 or a year. And Bukayo is really willing. He's been preparing the last 2 days because he wants to play, and let's see how it is.
Such an important player now, isn't it? It's very difficult to keep him up again.
It is very important, but as well you see the importance of Gavi when he came on. We have Nico there to play in that position. We have Eddie. We have many options that can fulfill that potential, and that's why players have to be ready when we need them to come in the team and make the impact.
After Gavi's goal, brilliant goal at the weekend, there'll be a lot of people wanting him to start, but is it best for him to be an impact substitute to build up his ability going into the new year when they go over to nations?
I think it's part of the pathway, and I understand that we want to play all the players, but we can only play 11 of them. We have such a young team, and we have to find the right pathway with the right timing within the pathway. Because it can look in a very different way, and it's very clear what we want to do with Gary. And his determination is absolutely top, and he will continue to do that.
At the moment, it's an impact substitute. That's what was involved.
He has the capacity to start games, no doubt about it.
Cheers, Nick. Charles from Gold.com.
Just quickly about Kieran. We were all surprised maybe that he didn't play at the weekend. Did you, in the build-up to the game, did you have to speak to Kieran and kind of explain it? How is he being on the bench at the moment?
It was a tricky one, and after what happened in Anfield and some individual errors that we had, I think we have to be very careful with the messages that we send as well to our players. And I encourage my players to play with courage, to take risks, to make decisions, and to be in the front foot. And when they do that, if for any reason things don't go our way or somebody makes a mistake, that's where you have to show the trust on the player, because you want to build confidence and resilience. And it's not only for the player that is playing, it's for the player that is not playing to understand that part of that decision is to support. And in their case, if that would happen to them, I would do exactly the same thing. And I think it's something that we have to build. And with young players even more, because if not, they can get very confused.
And obviously had the game at Anfield. We're at Old Trafford on Thursday night. Are you worried because of the intensity of Old Trafford and the ground, the size, the stature of the place, that something similar could happen for such a young player? Or are you confident he can go there and cope?
Whoever I put in that pitch is because I have full confidence in him.
And with December 1st now, you're outside of the top 4 on goal difference only. You could spend the next month pushing the ownership that when January arrives, month today, to really kick on and seize the opportunity that you've given yourself over the first half of the season.
I focus on the players that we have, trying to make them as good as possible, trying to improve the team, and trying to be more and more consistent, play better, and we'll get better results. That's it.
Is it, given the business you did in the summer, though, and the significant financial outlay you did, is it realistic maybe for fans or anyone to expect the club to do any business in January, significant business?
We are in discussion. We have talks every week about it, how we can improve the team, what things can happen as well in the January transfer window that can affect our squad. As you know, we have certain players with a little bit of uncertainty in the summer, so we have to plan what's going to happen now, what's going to happen in the summer. And a lot had to be done as well. So we know and we don't expect big things happening, but we're going to be very alert in the market so we can improve the team. And as well, we have to be prepared because things can happen, injuries arise in this period, and you have to be prepared and planned.